Monday afternoon, folks, and welcome to day 5 of the Haunted Tents build. And yes, it is afternoon. It's about like 12:20. Spent the morning running business errands. Got done, came home, got some lunch, and now we're out here. And back to this mess, which is what we call haunt setup. We left you with getting the skinning process started in the photo hallway. Well, guess what we're doing first? Before we do anything else, we got to finish getting the skins up. I've got 5 goals for today, and I know I'm not going to get them all the way done. But we need to start off with getting all the skins, and I got some more over there, up in here, so this is done and done. Then I've got 5 large light boxes I need to get out here. I need to get them into place so I can roof this. The large light boxes, we drive some big screws down through the members up here in the wall, to hang them. And if I put my roofing on, then I can't get the light boxes attached. So I gotta get them up. So we've got the skinning, we've got the light boxes. Now I need the plywood, both the photo hallway, and I got the 2 areas in the water room to also get plywood on. And I'll just put the plywood on here and I can walk it down over to these 2 spots. And I haven't been in this part of the haunt since Saturday. Then the other thing, one of our errands we did today, we stopped by Home Depot. I picked up some lumber, some 2x2s, 1x2s, and some 2x10s. And we're going to get the 2x10s in here, and we need to get this pond finished. So that's the 4th project. And then the 5th project is actually over in the graveyard. Over this way. Get over here. And it's the mausoleum. I need to get the roof on. And to be honest, I probably won't get to the roof today. This is something that doesn't have to be done today. But I was just thinking, if I'm going back through the haunt doing miscellaneous projects and getting things buttoned up, I should, at least get the mausoleum roofed. But I might hold off for a day or 2 on that. But I do know, by the time I get done with the skinning, the light boxes, the plywood, and finishing this pond, I'm probably not going to have time, or it's going to be too late in the day to do the ceiling over the mausoleum. I could just say the hell with it and do it now and get it done and out of the way, but I want to get this area finished. So we got that. Lunch of the day. You're going to have exactly what I had. 6 slices of garlic bread, warmed up, with some blue cheese dressing on the side to dip it in, and a handful of mince, and a Coke to wash it down. That's what I've had for lunch. So there you go. I'm going to put I'm going to put the camera down. I guess it's a tool. But we're going to put the camera down, and we're going to go grab the tools and my speaker. I got to have music or something going on out here. And we're going to get going. See you later. Well, segment 2. I haven't been grabbing the phone as much as I should have. Kaylee's had her walk. It's about 3:30 or so. They're about 3:30, 4 o'clock. In fact, let's get it exact. It's 3:34. So, but we got the skinning done. Now I ended up having to rework the maze in this part of the photo hallway because we're running into the problem with the bush on the other side that you'll see in a bit. And as a result, I ended up being 1 panel shy to go here. There's supposed to be a curtain here. We're thinking we're just going to put one of our leftover panels there to clog it. People are going to be coming through the curtain. They won't really notice it. But we did get all the skins up, and we got the different light panels up. And this is the bush here that screwed everything up. This display was supposed to be here, with this wall being over this way. And that bush would have been right in the middle of the display. No one would have been able to see the display. Oh, we put the Moaning Lisa up there. And we got the owl here. And the bat there. Then they go around the corner and into the water room. Now, I have one picture left, and we're going to be adding it to the chain hallway. And you'll see that when we get to the chain hallway. When we get to that point, I'll give you a look at it. But the light box that I didn't really have room for was Whistler's mother. So that's going to be going up. Now I'm going to take a quick breather, and our next step is I got to start dragging plywood out here. Getting it up on the walls and then walking it across the top to get them into place. And I'm going to have to hop over the other side of the fence for part of it. The other side of the back wall, there's the fence, to get it attached down. And two of the pieces will be going over the water room in those two sections I showed you earlier in the first segment. I'm going to do that first, and then we'll get to doing this. So on to the next segment. Pie of the day, and what I call a shoe fly pie. Vanilla cream pudding filling with raisins soaked in rum, put in a shell. Oh, yum. Hi, Schwann's just about ready to call dinner. And I figured I'd show you what we got done. We got the roofing done in the photo hallway. Skins are done. I got the larger light boxes up. I showed you that earlier. And I got the fences in for the two displays. The Skullabra will be going in there. And the Skullabra normally has two skeletons with it that Schwann costumes up. We're going to put one over here. And we go around the corner. And still got some plywood up there. And I went and I left some gaps every so often. That Skullabra has a fog machine in it, and this place will fill up with fog real quick with that thing going off. So the holes will act as a vent for the fog. Then we also got over here, and we got the plywood up in that spot and that spot. Now my next chore should be the mausoleum over here in the graveyard. I've got to get the roof on it. But with Joanne about ready to call dinner, I don't want to start it and have plastic flopping around up here while I'm eating dinner. And if I wait until after dinner, it's going to be too dark to work on it. So, like I figured, I'm going to be pushing this to tomorrow. It'll be the first thing I do tomorrow, one of the first things I do tomorrow. What I am going to do is when we do the plastic, we put it up there and I go around and I staple all the edges and cut off the excess. If I leave it like that, as soon as the wind comes up, it's going to pull the plastic right off the staples. So what I'll do is I'll staple the plastic on, then take a 1x2 furring strip and put it on and attach that with screws, and that effectively pinches the plastic so it doesn't blow loose. It pinches the plastic onto the staples and it will not blow loose. So I've got to do that. But I have to make the furring strips. I have to, get measurements, get them cut, get them pre-drilled for their screws and stuff. I'm going to do that now, so they're ready to go. And then tomorrow I can just come out with the plastic and hop right on into it. Takes a little bit of time to get on your measurements and get all the furring strips and stuff cut and drilled. Sorry, I'm looking for Kaylee. She's out here with me somewhere. I think she's in the maze or something. She's around here somewhere. But anyway, we'll give you another segment after dinner when I get some more things done. I think, since I'm going to do the furring strips now, after dinner we're going to get in here and then got the back of the water wall display. I got both ends of it and the back of it to put the pond frame in. I think we're going to work on that and get that done so it's out of the way. Then I might work over here a little bit afterwards and start doing some more partition panels and start getting this roughed out, which is going to be fun because I got to get stuff moved. Anyway, let's get back to it. sat down to take a breather and have a talk with Sue because we've got another problem. And Kaylee's over here trying to talk me into calling it quits. It's 8:36. I think I am going to call it quits because what I need to do is going to be kind of noisy. And it's a school night. Neighbors have kids and everything. I don't want the type of racket I'm going to be making. I don't want to piss a bunch of people off. But I'm sitting in what will be the chain hall. Photo hall's there. So they exit the chain hall into there. And they come in over there in between the wall and the tent leg. Originally, according to my map, they're supposed to come in from that leg, go down this wall, hit a display, and then turn around, come back out, and then go over this way. Ran into a problem. We knew we were going to have problems next to the house this year with running any sort of maze back here because we moved the big tent. Well, I didn't check my placement on where that tree is. That tree, according to my map, which I guess that was supposed to be about 2 feet more this way, and it's not. And I need 6 feet from that tent to the tree to do the maze path I wanted to do. I've got just under 5, which kills the maze there and renders everything up from there to there, up to the tree, dead space. I can't use it. I can't leave that big of a hole. So I'm trying to redesign this section of the maze on the fly, basically. And according to my other maze, I'm tying my tongue, sorry. And according to the maze I have drawn out on the map, that tree is supposed to be boxed in. And the more I think about it, I don't like having that tree boxed in. Swan definitely hates not having the tree showing. A tree, especially down here toward the base of it and stuff, has a very creepy feeling when we get all the color lights and stuff on. So we want at least a portion of the tree being seen. So we've got an idea. Me and Swan were talking. I think we're going to go from that leg, run them down the wall. Now it's supposed to have Bart right here. Well, we're going to do away with Bart's enclosure here. We're going to run the maze over to about here and then straight down this way and put Bart right where the tree is, next to the tree, with no walls there, so the tree is seen that way. And then we'll loop them around the tree, back over that way, over the house, over here, and then we're going to put the bride and groom here in this corner and then funnel them out. I think that's going to work. Problem is I've got some dead roots there. I've been meaning to cut off for the last couple of years, and I just never get to it because we don't do anything right next to the tree on that side. Oh, I gotta get my saw and everything out and cut those dead roots off or Bart won't fit. And until I can get that taken care of, I can't do partition walls. But Sue and I were sitting here reworking it over and over. And I think we've got a plan of attack. But I think it's time to wait until tomorrow and tackle this fresh. I'll think about it tonight, tomorrow morning, and see where we're at. But I think for now we are going to go ahead and close up shop for today. We've done pretty good. And I'll cover everything in the wrap up. But we're going to get cleaned up and get ready for the wrap up. Hold on, guys. End of the day wrap up, and we do have Kaylee with us. And there she goes. I turn the camera on her and she walks away. She's going over to see if the neighbor dog is out. And the neighbor dog isn't out, because if the neighbor dog was out, it'd be yapping its head off. It's a barker. Interesting day. Got everything on my bucket list done, except for the mausoleum roof. But I did get some prep work. I got the shims done for that. But the photo hallway got skinned. It's got its fences. The large light boxes are in. It's roofed. I got the two little alcoves in the water room roofed. And I got the pond framing in and the water wall that I needed for the water wall pond. So that's done. Went to start on the doing partitions in the chain hallway. And I'm double checking my measurements and stuff on the map before I start, putting walls up. And ran into a problem. I ran you over that last segment, so you know what's going on with that. I will deal with that tomorrow. Now, as of tomorrow, first order of business is going to be that mausoleum. We'll get that roofed and done and out of the way, and I'll be done with that display until such time as we're ready to start moving props in. Then we'll come over and we'll start working on the chain hallway. Going to be interesting. When I have my maps and stuff all drawn out and everything is laid out right, I just follow a map. Hey, I need to go 4 panels this way and then over 2 panels, that way. And I can just look at the map and know that, and it just goes right up. When I'm having to do it blind, where I don't know where the walls are going to be at, it takes a little bit. So it's going to be interesting, but it's also going to be fun. I like it. I like building mazes, and it's a challenge for me. That's why I spend so much time doing the maps and redoing them and because I like just laying out the mazes and trying to get things worked out. But we'll be working on that chain hallway tomorrow after we get done with the mausoleum. And hopefully we can get all the partitions up and get most of the skins up tomorrow. So we got the mausoleum, partitions in the chain hallway, and skinning for tomorrow. And skinning the chain hallway is more involved. It's got to be roofed underneath the house, and the displays need to be roofed. But those panels are also wired. They have lights embedded into them. So before I can put the roof on, I gotta wire the walls up. So, going to be interesting. But, so it's going to take some time. I can see me spending all day over there working on that. Especially since I don't have any guidelines to go by. Anyway, I'm going to get going, get you guys edited, and relax a little bit. I'm still recovering from work yesterday and work this morning, so I'm surprised I've gotten as far as I have. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.